Hey everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. So we're going to try this again. I've been doing some heavy research on the game. There are some things I've found out. I got answers to my questions, so I feel a little more confident about what's going on. We're not going to focus on command points and stratagems. We're just going to focus on the actual gameplay. So things like Overwatch obviously won't be a thing because you have, literally, you need the stratagems to make that happen. So we're not, again, we're not going to worry about that. And, we're gonna get through this as best we can. So I have remade the battlefield. I took some assets from the other thing, and I'm hoping that this is going to run a lot more smoothly. I like to think that it will. We will find out. I also am not running, for those of you that are interested, I'm not running OBS as administrator this time because what it ends up doing is it ends up taking a big portion of your resources for your computer and prioritizing it for OBS versus the game itself. So that may have been an issue as well. But again, we're testing this stuff out. As you can see, I kind of remade the battlefield a little bit. We do not have a second player on the other side. I'll be doing everything from here. While I do have a score sheet right now, that's going to be for later on as we do, other battles as well as deployment. And I have some other things that I have from some older assets, such as this iPad, if you will, inside of the game, so that I can essentially get to the point of using things without having to go crazy with switching windows and things like that. So, for gameplay purposes, the Space Marines are here just like before. However, these drop pods that are here, they do not have any storm bolters capable of supporting them. It is strictly just the Space Marines that you see on the table, to include the Librarian. They will, they would, if they were, 10, which they're not, have the ability to use combat squads. And I do have, the rosters printed out and stuff like that. But I think we're going to be in good shape here. And I think we're going to be able to do this a lot more fluid than we did last time. So I'm sure it'll be a little bit of, stutter and things like that here and there, just because that's just the nature, of things. But again, I feel that we're going to be good to go. So I'm already getting an error from YouTube saying it's not receiving enough video. I'm sure that's got to do with the fact that I don't have a webcam set up, but I shouldn't need to in this regard. My signal is clean. Looks like, that's just the only thing that they're hitting me up on. All right, so let's get to this. Let's get into the game. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to roll and see who is going first. So give me a green and give me a red, and let's throw those bad boys in there. Alright, looks like salamanders are going to go first, and that's probably a good thing. So right off the bat, they're going to start moving. Okay, everything is already set up for you guys. Let's see here. Okay, there's our 6 inches there. We're going to go ahead and move our librarian 6 inches. And honestly, because we're probably not going to be able to shoot anything, we're probably going to go ahead and advance everyone, but we'll get there, one at a time. And we are going by the rules in the rule book as best we can. So bear with me as we, accomplish that. For some reason we're not selecting all of these Marines, and I don't know why. Okay, let me see if I can get another angle. Alright. Oh, that's because somehow they became locked, and I know why that is. So, alright, no worries. Okay, so here we are as far as that goes. I'm checking one more time in here. These guys are all going to conduct an actual advance. And just so that we're clear, they went 6 inches. And now for this group over here, this one right here, we're going to roll a d6. And they are going to get to go a whopping 1 more inch. Yay. Okay. For the librarian, he's going to get to go 5 more inches. And in the process of doing that, we are going to bring him relatively out of line of sight. This unit here, everybody should be able to see that arrow just fine. They're going to go 1 inch. Alright, I guess we're just moving as rank and file. I mean in a parade formation. And then this unit here is going to go 3 inches. And we're going to have them move inwards a little bit away from that edge. Okay, so the next phase would be the psychic phase, but clearly there are no enemy units within 18 inches. That being said, the other thing to remember is that in reserve is this Tervagon, but this Tervagon is not going to be able to spawn Termagants. The whole point of this mission is to get to see how long these Space Marines can survive and to muscle memory the heck out of these rules as much as humanly possible. Alright, so that is in fact our goal here. I am also going to shrink my window here a little bit, so bear with me. And then I will increase it over here on OBS if I can. You guys aren't really interested in all the crazy controls anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and knock those down if I can. Just so that you guys can see what's going on there. Alright, cool. So we are now in the Tyrannus turn, and our Hormagaunts get 8 inches of movement, and of course they are going to advance. So we're going to go ahead and make our lives easier here, and we are going to go ahead and just do it all as one, because obviously they're not shooting and they want to get stuck in as much as humanly possible. Oh yeah, by the way, we're on turn 1. Not that that matters. We're going to go as many turns as it takes. So this group right here, they're going to get 12 total inches. Okay. And they're running up. Okay. This group over here, they are going, wow, 14 inches. Can you guys hear that sound effect? Is that cool or what? Sorry, it's just me being an idiot. Alright, I'm going to give us some music here. Something else I put in here. Alright, that is it for the Tyranids. So we are now in turn 2. Space Marine's turn. I'm going to do a little bit of measuring here. 36. So I don't believe, yeah, they would still be out of reach if they just moved, but that's okay because I think I want to set this up in a defensive manner. Alright, Librarian is also going to move 6 inches. We're going to get this Space Marine squad up right here. Oh, my bad. We went too far. Could have come back 0.8. And this Space Marine squad is going 6, but they're going to close in on the objective a little tighter. Alright. For all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure nobody is within range to do anything. 28, 24. Yeah, okay, so nobody's in range to shoot. So we are now back to the Tyranids. And we're gonna do the same exact thing we did before. So this squad or this unit right here, they're going to continue to advance, and they're gonna get 14. Okay, this squad up here, or unit, sorry. Oh, that stinks. They're only going to get to go 9. Okay. And they're going to close in a little bit too. Okay, and then we are going to roll, which we should have done first. I apologize for the Turvagon. Basically, evens he comes in, odds he doesn't, just because. Well, actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's look at reserves and see how that works out. I think you just bring them in now. That was one thing that I did happen to overlook, so I apologize for that. Reinforcements. But I think what. Okay, no, that's okay. Alright, so you can just put him on, but that wasn't what I wanted to do for this mission. We wanted to see if he was even going to come in. And I think what we did last time was 1 through 3 he did, not evens and odds. 1 through 3 he did, 4 through 6 he didn't. And that's what we're going to go with. So he does come in, and he is going to, per reinforcement rules, show up at the edge here, and he counts as having moved. Alright. And we are now done with turn number 2. We're now in turn number 3. That went probably pretty quick, didn't it? Okay, so Space Marines are going to, we're going to take this squad right here, and we're going to move these bad boys 6 inches up. We're going to take the Librarian here. He is also going to move, well, he's not going to quite move 6 inches. Mainly because I've learned a lot about targeting characters. So he's going to stick it out right there next to those guys. This Space Marine squad here is going to remain stationary. And that's something else I learned. So I'll be curious what y'all's comments are. Seems to me that bolters got a little more powerful if you stay stationary. These guys are going to move up 6 inches. Right. Okay. Alright, we're going to go into the psychic phase. Librarian is going to cast Smite twice on this squad of Hormagaunts. So I need 2 dice here. This will be the first time, or first roll. And he did not get it. We needed a warp charge of 5. He did not get it. So, that being said, hold on. Let's do this again. Second time or chance. Okay, he got it, and it's not greater than 10, so it's going to be D3 mortal wounds on that squad. And it's going to be 3 mortal wounds on that squad. And we're going to take out from the rear, because that would be the way you should do this. I mean, that's how I would want to do it, because we don't want to lose any charge range. Alright. Now, and thankfully he did not, roll Perils of the Warp. Now, this squad, we're going in the shooting phase. This squad right here is going to shoot at this squad here. And we have a range of 11.3. Okay, so that means everybody's going to get 2 shots here. And we do have a plasma gun in there, right there. We are not going to fire supercharge, or we're not going to supercharge. We're just going to fire it normally, standard. Okay, and so we're going to pull out 2 for him, and then these green will denote the rest of the Space Marines. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like we're missing somebody, though I'm not sure why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I guess we're not. Okay, so again, we are not supercharging. Okay, so get rid of those. These 3 all hit. And we have all wounds. However, the one, this one right here, no, not that one. Our plasma here, the blue one, is going to take out a Hormagaunt right off the bat. And of course, we're going to remove from there. And then, mainly because the AP value of that weapon is AP -3, and their save is a 6+. So they're not going to get any save, or he's not going to get a save off of that. However, these 2 will get a save, and they fail those as well. So we're going to go ahead and remove 2 more. So excellent shooting from that squad. The Librarian also is armed. He has a melt-a-gun at 12 inches, which is not necessary, but he does have a bolt gun, and we would like to have those 2 shots. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get his shots out here. He hits with both. He needs a 3 to wound. Oh, he does not wound. Now, we are not necessarily playing with, quote, Salamander's rules at the moment. We're just playing normal Space Marine, so there are no re-rolls. Of course, we have, we're not using command points and that kind of stuff. So, again, just bear with us on this. All right. We're going to look at this squad that's up here. And let's see here. Do any of them have range? They have range. The real question is, do they have line of sight? I would say that 1, 2, possibly 3 have line of sight, but we need to measure that again. We've got range. This guy would have line of sight too, over here. Okay, well, it looks like we've got at least 4 Marines that have line of sight. So let's go ahead and get that going here. 1 shot apiece. All of them hit. 3s to wound. All of them wound. 6s to save. And 2 are down and 2 save. If everybody can see that. So we're going to remove a couple more termagants here. Not sure why we're running into the issue we are, but at least it's not as bad as what it was. Okay. Outstanding. Now we're going to move on to this Space Marine unit right here. And I'm going to do something to try to help myself out here, guys. We're going to try that picture-in-picture deal again and see if we can't make that work. Having a little bit of issue here. Let me get how I need to be here. And I apologize that I didn't have that set up. I was kind of excited about this board and getting back into this, especially now that I've learned as much as I've learned today. So that's a good thing. I just want you guys to be able to see what we've got going here, and we don't need these totals over here. So we just need to get this bit right here. Alright, and then I am going to lock that in place. That way you guys can see it. We'll make that a little bit bigger for you. And we'll get that down here so that way you guys can see what in the hell is going on. Alright, let's get to it. So, again, we're going to be shooting with this Space Marine squad over here. I'm going to start using the keys. I'm starting to think also my mouse, maybe because it's wireless, I might be having a slight problem. Maybe it's not, quote, the game. Alright, so I got a wireless mouse, Logitech. I love this thing, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so these guys, let's see here. They are not within 12. Nobody is, so that's okay. Also, one mistake that I realized I just made was I did not declare. We had 4 of these guys. I could have used these 3 and said that they're going to split fire at these guys. I'm not even sure they're in range. Okay, they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll 1 dice, and evens I get to do that, odds I don't. Okay, we're going to get to use those guys as well. So we'll go ahead and roll those guys first. Let me get these out of the way here real quick. And we're going to just get those 3 in there. Alright, so 1 didn't hit. Let me get that out of the way. We need 3s to wound. And none of those wounded. That's about par for the course, seems like, right? Okay, so now we've got a total of 6 Marines, right? 3, no, 1. Interesting. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh no, that's right. Okay, we got 7 Marines, and of course, one of those guys is the plasma gun. So we're gonna go ahead and grab his stuff here real quick. Let me see, 2, 4, 6. We've got them, and then this guy with his. All right, and then we are not. Of course, we're not supercharging. There's no point in doing that. They're not that strong. All right, so let's get rid of this stuff here. We've got all these are hits. All right, what are you doing there? Oops, sorry. All right, we've got all of these are wounds. 2 of them are going to be dead right off the bat because of the AP -3. Well, even if it was an AP -1, they wouldn't get a save because their save is a 6+. So we've got 3, 4, 5. Okay, all these are wounds. So we're just gonna roll these right here, these 4. All right, and 1, 2, 3. So we've got 5 total dead from that squad, and the rest made it. So there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and remove, and we're gonna remove from out here because we want as much as humanly possible to get into contact. All right, and there's 5. And that is going to be the end of the Space Marines' turn. So now, let's see here. We're still in turn 3. I'm sorry. So now, this turn we are going to roll. We're going to roll to see if we can, if we're bringing in some more Hormagaunts. Now remember. Well, you wouldn't remember because I deleted those videos just because they were ridiculous. The way we're working this is this side right here is a 1. This is 2 and 3. That's 4. And the back or the rear is 5 and 6 on the dice roll. Okay? So, here we go. I'm going to see where they come in at. 2 and 3, so they're coming right up here at the top to deploy, and we've already got a line of them all ready to go. So, knowing me, I would want to keep the pressure on these guys. Looks like we're going to need to I need to see, do I have to move him first or not? I don't know. If I do, I don't think I do. Okay, so we're going to have to move some of these guys off to the side in order to fit these guys on. Now remember, they're not going to be able to move this turn because they're coming in as reserves. And for those of you just joining the channel or the stream, again, this is my own little narrative thing. We're trying to see how much, you know, these Space Marines can take. And these are going to be those size squads. I don't want to give these guys any extra movement, so I'm just going to go ahead and move this Termagant up. He gets 8 inches anyway. And I know that he is most likely going to want to support those guys over there. And we're just going to go ahead and sit this here. It's not a perfect solution, but it is what it is. And I'm not going to say, oh, well, they can't make it, you know, we're going to destroy them. That kind of defeats the purpose of the game at the moment. Alright? Okay, so this group, like I said, this squad that just came in, they cannot move right now. Alright. These Hormagaunts right here are only going to move because if they advance, they will not be able to charge, and that is not what we want to have happen here. So they're going to move their full 8 inches. Back up. Hold on a second. We got a Hormagaunt down. We got a Hormagaunt down. Oh, I'm picking the wrong thing here. Get over there, punk. Okay. These guys also same deal. We don't want them to advance. We just want to move them. That way they can get their charge in. As you guys can see, they get 80 inches. And because we're going to be well outside of the range for any, you know, psychic attack, I mean, it's just not going to happen. I mean, even if this guy got, you know, another 6 inches, that's basically there. He's still outside the range for any psychic attack, and I would say that the only reason for advancing him would be potentially to be able to deny the witch. But if I take a look at that on this in the psychic phase, I'm almost positive that if he has advanced, he cannot deny the witch. Let me check one more time. Again, we're still learning the game. Got everything right here in front of me. Okay. Well, it says cannot shoot or charge this turn, so I guess that doesn't matter. He could still get in there and deny the witch, so that's advantageous. So what we're gonna do, and nothing I see on deny the witch says anything about having to have line of sight to the psyker that is doing it. So if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. We need to roll, actually. So he's going to roll to advance. Hey, another 5 inches. Sounds good. So, I mean, it's not a lot, but actually we're going to have him move closer than over here. Okay, outstanding. We're going to change the music up some. This music's kind of boring me, to be honest with you. Okay. Now, we're going to be doing charge phase here. So this first squad right here, I'm sorry, these Hormagaunts right here, they're going to attempt to charge. Now again, we're not using command points. We're not trying to do Overwatch or anything like that. I mean, yes, they are battle-forged armies. Yes, they have 3 command points, all that kind of stuff. But that's not the goal here. That's the kind of stuff I want to move into where, to me, it'll be a little bit more advanced in a way. I want to get the core mechanics down first. All right, so these guys are gonna attempt to conduct a charge. So they need 2 dice. Again, there's no Overwatch. Alright, they get 11 inches. Clearly they are within the range. Our librarian, I need to look at this real quick. Is going to probably attempt a heroic intervention. And the one question I did not get answered, but I'm going to assume is the case, is whether or not once he gets within, in that range, he is able to make an attack, basically without being, molested in any way. I mean, he would just, in my mind, he would have to be, within engagement range. All right, so, let's see. Okay, we've rolled a charge. We're good. So they're gonna make their charge move, which it's just gonna put them within engagement range. And just for simplicity's sake, guys, we're just gonna get it right up there. We're not gonna go crazy with trying to fool around with the the mechanics of this. All right, your opponent can now select an eligible character unit, which I have this librarian right here, from their army to perform a heroic intervention. An eligible character unit is one that is not within engagement range of any enemy units, which he is not, because I can guarantee you that he is. Yes, he is 1 inch away. I guess is how that's measuring. All right, well, we'll say that he's not. All right, because we didn't actually move these guys the way they should have been. Well, nah, screw it. All right, anyway, we're gonna say he's not, but is within 3 inches horizontally and 5 inches vertically. After they finish performing a heroic intervention with a character unit, they can then select another eligible. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We only have 1 character. So, what's going to happen is he is then going to move the I'm going to move the model up to 3 inches, and we'll say we've done that. Each must move to the closest enemy model, which is basically where he is, and that's where we are. Okay, now I'm gonna deal with this phase, this combat right here first before we move on to the next one. Okay, which clearly those guys are gonna try to charge as well. I mean, what would Hormagaunts, do? That being said, we're gonna say that Hormagaunts are going to be attacking, obviously, and what would happen at this point is everybody would pile in, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Let me just move these guys a little bit closer. And these guys have to be within a ½ inch of another model that is within engagement range. Okay, so everybody's good to go. But the Hormagaunts did not make the charge against the Librarian, so that's key here. They cannot swoop around and grab him. They declared the charge against the Space Marine squad, and that's it. Alright, so the Hormagaunts are going to get to attack first, and according to their profile, they get 2 attacks apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 left of 13 of them are left. So we need 26 dice here. So I don't know why my everything just turned around. So we need 26 dice. And they're going to need 4s to hit. So let's get rid of all of these. And they need 5s to wound because they are strength 3 on a Space Marine's toughness of 4. So get rid of all that. They have 3 wounds. Space Marines are going to make their saves. They need 3s or better. And 1 takes a wound. So if you take a look up top there, actually you probably can't see that. Let me back it off here. What I did was hold on a second, tabletop's thinking. Alright, if you look at the top, you'll see where it says 2 of 2 Space Marine, and I subtract 1. So that's how we're going to be able to keep track of that. Besides that, it's it's not a big battle anyway. We can remember that. All right, so the Hormagaunts are done attacking. At this point, Librarian is going to obviously attack, and our Librarian, he gets 3 attacks. He has a Force Axe, strength +2. So his strength is going to be a 6, and his weapon skill is a 3. The regular Space Marines are a 3. So, and our Sergeant does not have a chainsword because I wanted the bolt pistol and the bolter. So that being said, we're going to hold on a second. I need to check the Librarian again. It was 3 attacks. Yep, 3 attacks. So his is going to be in blue. And the tactical squad is going to be in green. So we've got 7 of those guys for 14. Everybody needs 3s to hit. Tabletop's thinking, of course. There we go. Good hit ratio. Hold on a second. Something. Okay, yeah. All right, we're good. Now they need 3s to wound. Well, I mean the Librarian only needs a 2, so the blue will need a 2. Okay. Get rid of these. So no one is going to get from this blue one right here. Hormagaun's just going to die right off the bat because the Force Axe has an AP -2, and of course the Hormigaunt's save is a 6+, so he's not going to get a save. So one is killed outright, and we will just go ahead and take from the back. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, well, the rest of these all need to be saved. Hold on. Alright. So only 2 saves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Hormigaunts are down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the morale and whatnot for this group, because there's no point in me rolling all the way over there doing that when I can just do this here. So, Space Marines, you know, they're undoubtedly going to pass. Yeah, 5 plus 1 is 6. They pass their leadership, so they're good to go. The Hormigaunts, however, are most likely not going to pass. Roll that. 3, and their leadership is a 5. Yeah, they definitely failed. So they're immediately going to take 1. Okay, and then we're going to roll a dice for all the ones that are left. Okay, and on, if I'm not mistaken, on a 1, any 1s, they are removed. So let me grab that real quick. Morale test, D6 plus number of models destroyed this turn. Got that. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I did that wrong. No, I did that right. I'm right. Okay. Unmodified roll of 1, always success. Okay, right. We didn't do that. Okay, combat attrition. Roll 1d6 for each remaining model in the unit. For each 1 additional model flees. Okay. Alright, 1 more is going to roll. Alright, so as far as that's concerned, that is what's left in the combat. And everybody at this point would, let's see. They should be consolidating. One sec, I'm just checking this out here. Well, I see nothing that says that. So my assumption would be that they would consolidate and pile in on the next turn. So if you know something I don't, please let me know. Alright, here we go. So this squad right here of Hormigaunts is going to attempt to charge. And 5 inches, I don't know if that's going to cut it, guys. I don't think that's going to cut it, honestly. Nope, they failed to charge. That's a lucky break for the Space Marines. How about that? Okay. Well, now that is the end of turn 4 or turn 3. We are now into turn 4, Space Marines phase. We're going to get into movement. And remember, this is about survivability. These Space Marines are going to conduct a tactical withdrawal. Now, they are currently 7.4 inches. But, here's the thing. What I read, as far as Space Marines are concerned, with Angels of Death, is that if they do not move, they double the amount of shots for rapid fire. So when I read that, and I'm going to read it to you guys because I want you to understand what it is that I'm reading. Let me pull it up here. Okay. Bolter discipline. Instead of following the normal rules for rapid fire weapons, which would be 1 shot at their maximum of 24 for the Space Marines, or 2 shots at 12 inches for half, models in this unit shooting rapid fire bolt weapons make double the number of attacks if any of the following apply. The shooting model's target is within half the weapon's range, which it is. The shooting model is infantry, which they are, and its unit remains stationary in your previous movement phase. Oh, okay. Nope, we're screwed. Because they did move. Alright. Well, they got me. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move these... Whoops. We're going to move this squad over to help engage. I don't know why you're doing that. So he's going to move up 6 inches. Because we definitely want to try to get... Actually, he doesn't have to go 6 inches. We're going to move this guy over. Definitely going to get his 6. Move this guy up. Make sure these guys are where they're supposed to be. Alright. Alright, something went wrong here. Come on, tabletop. That's alright, he went 2 inches basically. We're going to square that away. I don't know why he's like that right now. There we go. It looks like all of them. We're going to have to back up some to make sure we've got our coherency. And that should be fine. We just want to try to get some extra fire support in here. Alright. So, those guys have all moved. These guys stay stationary. The librarian is not in combat with these guys. So what he is going to actually do, I think, is... Well, he's actually just going to stay right there because I can still use psychic attacks on any closest unit, and they would be the closest. Okay, so we're going to go right in the psychic phase. Librarian is going to attempt to use smite twice on this group right here of Hormagaunts, and we've already got 2 dice here, so we'll roll each one. Okay, warp charge of 5. It does go off. Not very strong, but it does go off. And the second one does not go off. So now we're going to roll 1 dice D3, see how many mortal wounds. Woo! We just took out 3 Hormagaunts, just like that. Outstanding. As soon as tabletop's ready to play the game. Okay. Alright, great deal there. That Hormagaun's going to be basically nothing. Alright, and so since we're done with our psychic phase, we're going into shooting. Alright, and we're going to have all of these guys, every one of them, fire into this squad. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that we've got the range that we need, who's not within 12. Come on, tabletop. What you doing to me? Alright, it looks like we're going to be shy 2 Marines. Yeah, because they wouldn't have line of sight through the building. So 2 of these Marines will not be able to shoot 2 shots apiece. So we've got 2 special weapons, so 2 plasmas, so that's 4 shots. And we're not going to overcharge those. So right now, we got 7 here, and then we've got 5, because these 2 guys will only get 1 shot apiece. So, what is that? That's, oh goodness, I can't think at the moment. I really need to get sleep sometime. Alright, so let's just do it this way. I know that we need 14. Actually, no. Hold on. We gotta do that differently. We need 4 Okay, so that takes care of that. Then we've got 6 tactical squads, or tactical bolters, but they get another shot apiece. Then we've got, what did I say here? If there's 7 there, 6. We got 4, so that'll be 4 times 2 is 8. 5, 2, and 1. Then 1, 2. All of these shots are going into the Hormigaunt squad. Alright, so thankfully all of our plasma hit, and we are now going to wound. Plasma needs 2s. Alright, let me get rid of these. Okay, so 4 are dead right off the bat because again they have a save of 6+, and it's AP minus 2. I believe it's 2. It might be minus 3. Hold on a second. Let me check real quick. AP minus 3. My bad. Alright, so 4 are dead right off the bat. I'm going to move these out of the way. Whoops, not that one. And then the Hormigaunts are going to need to save all of these. And they save 1. So, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 Hormigaunts are dead. That is a great volley. That was a great tactic, or bringing weapons to bear. 1, 2, here, we'll just go through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on, you didn't delete. 12, 13, 14, 15. How about that? Down to the last bullet and the last Hormigaunt. Way to go. Excellent fire discipline. Okay. That was a good roll. So now, oh, you know what I forgot to do, guys? I forgot to do Deny the Witch on this right here. We may have to bring this back. I'm still learning all this stuff. I don't normally play with psychic weapons, or psychic powers, so bear with me here. Alright, so we're going to make sure that old boy over here gets his chance to Deny the Witch. And we had a 5 even is what we got. He's probably going to beat it. He did. So we're going to have to bring these Hormigaunts back. So clone. Yeah, my bad. That's okay though. Alright. So we are now in the charge phase. These guys are going to consolidate in, or pile in, if you will. Okay. And the librarian is going to attempt to make a charge at that unit. And he needs... He's within 12. He's probably basically going to need 6... About 9 inches, I'm going to say. He does not make it. Wow, how about that? Man, my librarian is not making me happy. Alright, I mean, he did. Of course, that was me breaking the rules. Alright, so we're here in this charge phase, and now it is my turn. And the rules state, which I don't know why you would do this, okay? The rules state that once you're in here, the opposing player gets to choose who gets to attack first. Well, I don't know why I would choose the Tyranids to attack first. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8 attacks with the sergeant. There are no power weapons at all. And we need 3s to hit. We need 3s to wound. And they're going to need 6s to save. And 3 are dead. So we are back to 3 gone. Okay. Hormagaun's going to attack back for 2. Whenever tabletop decides to play. He gets 2 hits. Look at that. He's going to need to wound. He needs 5s to wound. Whoa! Double 6s. Look out. Alright, and we need 3s to save. Holy smokes, this guy's a trooper. He just took out somebody. Alright, so we're going to wipe out this Space Marine. And because we have to take from casualties that we've already done before, and we're going to go ahead and decrease 1 Space Marine by 1 wound. Okay, so now we are going to the morale phase. Let me just move this stuff over here. This is for the Space Marines. Ooh, they lost 2, 6, 8, but the sergeant is still alive. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's right there. His leadership is an 8, so they're good. Although I do believe that they get to re-roll that if they wanted to. Now for the Termagant, he's going to roll his leadership. He's got a 5 undoubtedly. Plus 3 is 8. His leadership is a 5, so he fails. And so upon failing, he's the last model and he is going to flee. So that combat is over. Alright. Not too bad. Starting to really get a hang of this. And so far the Space Marines are still here in the game. Alright. We are now on the Tyrannid's turn. We're still on turn 4. It doesn't really matter what turn it is. Like I said, we're just playing to play. Alright, and see how long the Space Marines can last. Alright, so now I'm going to roll a dice, see where some more Hormagaunts come in. 3. So this side's 1, 2, 3. So we've got more coming up here from the front. Space Marines are kind of looking out at the moment, I'm going to say. So because of the way I have this set up and the way I think that they would come in so that they're stretched across the board, and we don't, for the spirit of the narration part, we don't want to what am I trying to say? We don't want to, just we want Tyrannids on the board. We're trying to see what these guys can do. Think of it as they're, being overrun, whatever. We're going to go ahead and move this squad of Termagants up their 8 inches. And then we'll go ahead and place these Termagants on the board. Actually, I need to clone them first, so we have another group on standby. Or copy them, sorry. There we go. And now we will move this unit onto the board. And we're going to just go ahead and we'll just put them out there, like that. Okay? Makes sense? Excellent. Now we're going to move the Tervagon, and by the way, the Tervagon will not be respawning, so once it's gone, it's gone. Right now it's really just about the hordes of Hormagaunts and whatnot. So Termagant is going to move 8 inches. Okay. He's going to move 8 inches this way to try to avoid as many of those plasma shots as humanly possible. And we're going to roll for advance on this Hormagaunt squad right here. See how far they can go. They get to go another 2 inches. And this the Turvagon, I'm not going to advance him. And the reason I'm not going to is I want him to be able to use his psychic powers as well as, although I think he can still use them, I want him to be able to shoot a little bit if he can make it. So these guys, crap, what did I say? Oh, it's right there on my screen. Come on, tabletop. We're going 5 inches. Or 2 inches, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so now the Turvagon has a 24-inch Assault 4 Stinger Salvo. Strength 5, AP -1. Ooh. So that means if he shoots these Space Marines over here, because he cannot target the Librarian because it's not the closest model. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is the closest model. I may have to check that again. 17.6. So he is. However, look out, sir. 19. Wait, who is 16? Somebody's 16.8. Hold on a second. And I don't really agree with this rule. It's just what it is. But apparently, well, what the heck was 16? Well, apparently nothing. Well, according to this, he's the closest one. So, let me take a look at this, guys, real quick. Actually, we need to do psychic phase first before I screw that up. All right, so he is going to attempt a psychic attack on the Librarian because, again, he is the closest. So I need to look at that. Let's see here. Models cannot target a unit that contains any character models with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less with a ranged weapon while that unit is within 3 inches. Ooh, okay, so that might help. Okay, he's within 3 inches of any other friendly vehicle or monster unit, or while is within 3 inches of any other friendly units that have 3 or more models. Okay, so he still cannot do it. So he's going to target. He's going to try to use. We're going to see how close he is. Okay, so he has the range to use his psychic attack against this squad. He has 1 psychic ability and 1 deny ability, or chance. So, and he's going to use smite against them. So throwing those in there. Oh, that's not good. Not only did he fail his warp charge of a 5, but he has Perils of the Warp. So, let's take a look at that. Perils of the Warp. If a double 1 or double 6 is rolled, Psyker suffers Perils of the Warp. When the Psyker unit suffers Perils of the Warp, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. Alright, so let's just get rid of this. We'll put this over here in the box. I knew it. I knew it was going to be 3 wounds. Alright, so let's see if we can actually bring him down. That's 1, 2, 3. Excellent. It's working now. Last time it wasn't working. I don't know why. We had to put a dice out there. No big deal. Well, isn't that something? Alright, so now we are rolling in. Oh, wait. I didn't even get well, I didn't need to deny it because it didn't go off. Alright. What I was talking about was I didn't deny the witch, but he didn't get it and he rolled double 1s. So now the Turvagon is going to attempt to shoot, and he has to shoot this Space Marine squad over here. He's going to attempt to shoot them with his spine salvo. I think that's what it was called. So he's well within range. It's 24 inches. Let's just double check it again. Stinger salvo, sorry. Assault 4, Strength 5, AP 1. Now, I have to look at his sheet here. That's why I printed off the roster. Okay. his ballistic skill is it'll change based on how many wounds he has. So right now his ballistic skill is a 4+. So we're gonna go ahead and roll those dice. Whenever, you know, whenever tabletop wants to play the game. Okay, he missed with everything. Alright, well that was a short shooting phase for the Tyranids. Okay, no big deal. Alright, he is not within 12 inches to assault, I'm sorry, charge anyone. So there's no point in attempting to do that. We're just going to show you that he's not. So that is going to end the Tyranids, their turn. So, alrighty. We are now in the Space Marines phase, and we're just keeping track of the turns for the sake of seeing how long these Space Marines can survive before they are overwhelmed and taken out. I have a feeling that once the Tervagon gets in there, it's going to be a totally different game. I really do. I think he's going to do some serious damage, but we'll see. All right, so we're now. I want to make it known this squad right here has not moved, so they are going to stay where they are and not move to form a defensive line to hopefully get that bolter discipline bonus, if you will. In the meantime, what we're going to do is... sorry, I don't know why tabletop keeps doing that. We are going to... Let's do some measuring here. 17. It's a hard choice, man. I don't want to stay here because I want to move around. I don't like staying around, you know, not doing anything. Okay, he's within 18 inches to do the smite. So that's good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to, since these guys seem to have their stuff together, we're going to go ahead and move this unit around as a whole 6 inches. Okay, so that they can help beef up from this wave of, you know, chitin and whatever that's coming in. Librarian is going to stay where he is at. These guys right here, they should also get bolter discipline because they have not moved in the last turn. Well, I guess if they pile in and consolidate, I'm assuming that would count as having moved, right? Yeah, I'm thinking that that's what that means. Okay, well, we'll just, that's another question, I guess, for the ages, and see what if anybody's got an answer for that. I mean, my gut's telling me they didn't move. It doesn't count. But you know, again, I want to try to play this as fairly as possible with myself. All right. So they're done moving. These guys aren't moving, and this group down here is not going to move, so that they can attempt to all target the Tervagon, because he's the only thing well within range. So the first thing we're going to do is a psychic phase. Before we forget, I really need to start learning how to remember that, because again, I've hardly ever in my career of 40K used psychic powers. The librarian is well within, well, he's within 18 inches, and he gets, as we said, 2 chances, or he gets to manifest 2 psychic powers. So first one on a warp charge of 5, he gets 8, so he's good to go there. This Tervagon is going to attempt to deny the witch at least once, and he does. Okay, so the first warp charge is no good, but if the librarian gets it on this one, Tervagon can't do anything about it, and he does with the 8. So that's going to go off. It's going to be D3 mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound off of the Tervagon, so he's down to 10 mortal wounds. Okay, that's okay, not a bad roll. Alright, so now this Space Marine squad is going to shoot at the Tervagon, and the plasma guy Oh boy, I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm thinking we are. We're gonna go supercharge on the plasma for strength 8, AP -3 with damage 2. So let's get one shot for him because they're all over their halfway mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 regular bolter shots. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And then the librarian has a bolt gun as well, so he's going to get one shot as well. And I'm pretty sure his ballistic skill is a 3. Yeah, so everybody's a 3, so we should be good to go on that. Oh, God darn it. Well, we just lost our plasma marine. I knew it was going to happen too. I just knew it. Well, that stinks. That really stinks. Oh, gosh. Boy, that was not what needed to happen. In a way, I kind of got greedy. Alright, so he rolled a 1, so where is he? He's dead. Outright killed. And then these all miss. These hit, but they're gonna need 6s to wound because he is toughness 8 and nothing. Alright, so those shots went wild. We lost a guy and nothing happened. So that stinks. Alright. Let's see here. There is nothing, I believe, that anybody else can target. Nope. Alright, so that is it for the Space Marine's turn. I really wish it would stop doing that. And it is now time for the Turvagon to move. So he is going to move his 8 inches for sure. If we can get tabletop to play with us. And that was a great move for him because now there's no plasma there except for this guy. Where is he over here? That's not in line of sight to shoot him. These guys are going to move up their 8 inches. Things are about to get real interesting, I think. This giant squad up here is going to move 8 inches. We're going to clone these or copy these guys real quick. Maybe. Okay. Come on, tabletop. What are you doing? Alright. And then we're going to roll the dice. See where the next squad of Hormigons comes from. Number 1, they're coming from this side. Ooh, right into those guys. Holy smokes. It is definitely about to get interesting. Ah, man. Okay, let me grab these. Let's move them around. Now again, they can't move. Okay, so Space Marine players, Space Marine friggin', Space Marine fan people, don't panic. They've got at least one move. But I have a feeling that this squad is going to be down for the count, honestly. And again, I'm playing fair because I'm trying to kill the Space Marines as much as I'm trying to kill the Tyranids. Alright? Doesn't this look like a fun game to you guys? It's awesome, isn't it? Alright, so now we're going to roll for our charges. I'm sorry, advances. This squad up here They are going to advance. Hold on. 1 inch. Well, that made that simple. This one right here, these guys are going to roll for their advance. 6 inches. That might pose a slight problem. Alright, I'm going to go 4 inches. Actually, we're going to go as far as we can, because what I don't want to do, I don't want to have to advance my Turbogon, because I want him to be able to charge. Okay, now we are in the psychic phase. Turbogon is going to attempt to hit this Space Marine squad right here with Smite. He gets it with a 9. Librarian's going to attempt to deny the witch. He's got to beat it. He does not. Oh wait, actually it doesn't count, does it? I don't think he suffers Perils of the Warp on that. Let me just check real quick. If he's trying to manifest, it doesn't say anything about denying the witch. Okay. Which, I mean, I guess, in my opinion, that would be the same thing. But, alright, so he did not do it, so it goes off. So we're going to roll 1d3. And 2 Marines suffer mortal wounds. We've got one guy. This guy right here. So he's going down. And we'll just take another wound off of this guy. Okay. Now we're going to go into the shooting phase. Turbogon's the only one with stuff. He's got 24 inches, which he's well within. Assault 4, Strength 5, AP -1. So let's get our dice out here. He's got a ballistic skill of 4. So he needs 4. I'm sorry, he needs 4s to hit. Wow. Okay. So he's got 1 hit. I forgot what the strength was on this thing, but that's okay. We'll get it here in a second. 2. I don't think that's going to cut it, guys. Strength 5. Nope. He needed a 3 or better. So Space Marines are in the clear as far as that goes. Alright. Now he is going to attempt to charge if he is within range. He is within range. Oh, you know what? He has the ability to go after this guy. 10.2. No, he can't because they're still not. Dang it! All right, so they're the closest, and let me recheck that, guys, because I'm still learning this part. All right. Models cannot target a unit that contains any character models with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less with a ranged weapon. Okay, that's ranged. Alright, so let's go to charge phase. Okay. I don't see anything in here that says that he cannot charge him other than in shooting. Let's see here. Again, bear with me, guys. I mean, because when I'm looking, okay, so this is actually just under lookout, sir. So yeah, you cannot shoot an enemy. All right. Doesn't say anything that I'm seeing about charging a character. I'm going to go backwards a little bit and see if we can't find anything that might cover characters in a little more in detail before they talk about the battle round. Okay. Unit coherency, win engagement right here we go. Nope, that's just engagement range. Units. Okay, I don't see anything here that says that you cannot charge the character. Yeah, I don't see anything here that says that. Let me go forward just a little bit. Let's fight phase. Let's go back to charging over terrain, Overwatch. Okay, we're not doing Overwatch. And this is not going to be a heroic intervention. So, alright, charging with the unit. Yeah, I see nothing here that says that he cannot charge the librarian. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to charge librarian 10.2. So obviously we're going to need a pretty high roll here. But it doesn't matter. We're going for it. So we got our 2 dice. Dropping it in the bucket. 11. Boom. He got it. How about that? Okay. So he's going to move up to engagement range. If I can click the right thing here. I'm going to have to change things around here, guys. But he's definitely got it. Alright. For simplicity's sake, he's there. Okay. And clearly there's no other units. There are no other units that are able to charge. So it's basically going to be the Tervagon on the librarian, and that's it. So the Tervagon is obviously going to get the attack first. He has 3 attacks, and his weapon skill, because he has not lost any more wounds, should be still a 4+. I'm going to check that real quick, but I'm pretty positive. Let's see here. Tervagon, he has 10 wounds, so yeah, 8 to 14. So his weapon skill is a 4+. He needs a 4+ to hit, and he has massive scything talons. With his strength is 7, AP -3, D6 wounds, and he can reroll hit rolls of 1 when attacking with this weapon. Since he has more than 1 pair, he can make an additional attack with this weapon each time it fights. So he actually has 4 attacks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that handy. So he's going to get 4 attacks. Come on, tabletop. What you doing there? Alright. Alright, we get to re-roll this 1. And that'll do it. So he's got 4 hits. At strength 7. Right? Let me check. I got this here. I don't need to scroll up to where he's at. Strength 7. So strength 7, toughness 4. He needs 3s to wound. Okay. I don't see anything that says you re-roll the wounds at all. So he's got 3 wounds. They are AP -3. D6 damage. Wow. Okay, so first thing, this is going to get a little complicated because the Space Marine Librarian, I believe, has a 2+ save because of all the stuff that he was given. To try to make him a little more survivable here. Let's see, Librarian. He has the armor Indomitus. So actually, we didn't even put his other wound on there. I guess that was something that I had to do myself. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, because it didn't do it. All right, so he's actually got 5 wounds. Sorry, guys. All right. He also has 2 to his toughness, so that's wrong. So he's a 6. So then actually, this one doesn't count. This 3 is not going to count. I forgot I gave him that, and he's got. All right, so the bearer has a save of 2+. Once per battle before making a saving throw for the bearer, it can activate its armor's force field. If it does, until the end of the phase, the bearer has a 3+ invulnerable save. Well, we don't need that. So anyway, it's going to be 2 of those. We are going to roll. Oh, wait a minute. This says damage is D6. Okay, so we're going to roll these 2 wounds. See if he gets his 2s or better. He does. So nothing happened to him. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He has a 2+ save, -3. He needed 5s. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So I'm sorry. 1 did go through. So now we're going to roll this to see D6 wounds. 3 wounds. Did I do that right? D6 damage. Yeah, I think that's how I did that right. Let me check, guys. All right. Something seems off to me for some reason, as far as the damage part is concerned. Okay. Get wrapped up in these mortal wounds and stuff. Kind of messes me up a little bit. Alright, dice, here we go. Sequencing. Measuring distances. Alright. Again, my apologies. For some reason that's throwing me off on the damage part. What I'm looking for is something that tells me exactly how, like what the order is. Do you allocate the damage first and then those become saves, or is it how many wounds? It should be the wounds is the way I would understand it, but and then after that, you know, whatever, it's then the damage, which I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm just not seeing anything here that's telling me that. Number of attacks. Okay, look out, sir. No. Okay, here we go. So each time an attack scores a hit against target, make a wound roll, which we did for that attack. Okay. If the result of the wound roll is less than required number, the attack fails. Unmodified roll of 6 always successfully wounds the target. Okay. This means that if after all the cumulative modifiers to wound roll have been calculated, total modifier. Okay. If an attack successfully wounds a target, the player commanding target unit allocates the attack to 1 model. Got that. And saving throw. Okay, so I got it right. Saving throw, then inflict the damage. So nothing happened to the... or I'm sorry. The librarian got hit with 3 wounds. That's right. So he is going to take 3 damage. He's down to 2 wounds now. Got it. Alright, we're getting there. Now, he is going to attack back. And he has... Come on there, tabletop. He has Force Axe. Strength is +2, so he's going to have a strength of 6. Which means he would need 4s to wound. Looks like. Let me think about that. No, 5s to wound. Okay, so that's not looking good. AP -2 and D3 damage, but it's better than nothing. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and roll his stuff, and he has, what did I say? He's got 3 attacks. So he needs 3s to hit. Is it 3s to hit? I'm pretty sure. Let me check one more time. Okay, where are you? I apologize. He needs 2s to hit. Weapon skill of 2. Alright, and actually, he got this. Yeah, it didn't upgrade. He gets 1 more attack. Alright, so all of those are going to hit. Okay. I don't know why they didn't update on this thing. I guess that's why you definitely need to have your roster handy. Okay, so we've got all of these. These all hit. He's got a strength of 6, so we know that we need 5s to wound. We have 1 wound. And it was D3, right? Yes, D3. AP -2, D3. The Turvagon save is a 3+, so he actually needs a 5+ to save it. I forgot we gotta do the save first. Gotta get this down. So 5+ to save it. He does not save it. So now D3 wounds. Let's hope for a high roll. Boom! 3 wounds. Outstanding. So 1, 2, 3. He is down to 7 wounds. And that is going to affect him for a lot of things, because now he is below 8. So that means that for the Turvagon, he has a 6-inch movement, a weapon skill. He has to hit on 5s, and he has to shoot on 5s. So that's pretty good to get. Well, he's going to be 5s from now on for weapon skill, and if he gets below 4, he'll be 6 for ballistic skill. And then his movement will go down to 4. So the strategy that I would do in this case, potentially, is to fall back. But again, that's something that I've not done before. Let's see here. Bear with me, because this fight is over with. There's no consolidating here. Well, first I guess we've got to do our morale test. So he lost 3 wounds, and the librarian lost 3 wounds. So librarian has a leadership of 9. So we're gonna drop that in the bucket, and he definitely passes with a 1. The Turvagon gets a 5. Plus his 3 is 8, and he does it because he's a leadership of 9, so he passes as well. So nobody is moving. Now the question is, how do you fall back? Number of attacks, fight, pile in. That's already happened. Alright. Maybe it's a little further. Here, let me look at the index real quick, guys. Actually, we've got our iPad right here. Oh, an old goon hammer. Isn't this cool? Whoever made this is like super awesome that they know how to do this. And let me just bring this up to the screen so we can look at everything the way it should be. You can look up basically anything you need to as far as on the internet. It's not just like for 40K. I just happened to put in Goonhammer because that's what I wanted to do. Charge and fight. Let's try actions. It's aircraft. Psychic actions. Alright, no. Charge and fight. I think the falling back, now that I'm thinking about this, has to do with the movement phase. After this has happened, in your next movement phase, you can fall back. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yep, found it. When a unit falls back, page 207. When a unit falls back, each model in that unit can move a distance in inches equal to or less than their movement characteristic shown on this data sheet, and when doing so, you can move it within engagement range of enemy models, but it cannot end its move within engagement range of enemy models. If it cannot do this, then it cannot fall back. A unit cannot declare a charge in the same turn that it fell back. A unit cannot shoot or attempt to manifest psychic power in the same turn that it fell back unless it is Titanic. So, my understanding of this is not my turn. So, in the same turn that it fell back. Right, so this is not my turn. So what that means is this would be advantageous for me as a Space Marine player to move... Wait a minute. Let me read that again. No, it would be in the same turn because I'm actually doing it during my movement phase. Okay, that makes sense now. Alright, I'm tracking now. So we are going to go ahead, since we are done with this, and we are in the Space Marine player's turn, and we are in turn number 6. We're going to go ahead and fall back. I know that he can't shoot or use psychic powers, but that's okay. The question is... It doesn't say anything about rolling an advanced movement. So I'm going to pull this guy back full 6 inches. Wait a minute, let me read that again. It says you can only, the movement characteristic. So I guess that leads you to believe, or, to assume you cannot use the actual advance. You can't roll a dice to advance. Okay? Maybe something I can check on later, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, add the result in inches. So I'm pretty sure you cannot do that. Yeah, it doesn't say that, but I'm pretty sure that you cannot do that. They move up to their movement. So to me that means that's as far as you can move. Okay? So now this Space Marine squad here has not moved. They're going to sacrifice themselves dearly. But we've got to get rid of this Turvagon. These guys did not move. These guys did not move. So everybody has bolter discipline at the moment, which is amazing. The question is, do these guys have range? Please say yes. No, he does not. That's a sergeant. I mean, he can do 2 shots, but he can't get the 4. Looks like everybody else, though. Yep, everybody else can, and these guys can. So we're not... The Librarian's the only one that's moving. We're going straight into... We can't do any psychic because he moved. I'm sorry, he fell back from the combat. We're going straight into the shooting phase, and all of these Space Marines and all of these Space Marines are going to target everything they have at the Turvagon, and they're going to need it because, it's not good. That's all I'm going to say. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me think about that before we actually roll any dice. It might benefit these guys to move, because what's the likelihood of us taking wounds on this guy? I'm not sure. They need 6s to wound him, but that's 4 shots apiece. Ah, you know what? Screw it. Let's try it, right? I mean, what the hell else do we got to lose? All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9. That's 36 shots first of all. So 25. Whenever. Okay. 35. 36. Okay, so there's just the bolters that were in here. Now he gets 2 shots, bolters, and then the plasma guy is going to get 4 shots. Ooh, what do we want to do here? I'm thinking we're not going to overcharge. That's what we're going to do. We are not going to overcharge. Come on now. Alright, select all dice. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got some dice over here that don't belong. Okay, select all dice. Woo! That's crazy. You guys can't see all that there, but you can see it all on the screen here. Ugh, if I could stop having Tabletop Simulator decide it wants to take over. Okay, so there's our actual rolls, guys. Alright, so we're going to get rid of... We need 3s to hit. We know that. So we're going to get rid of these. Now, thankfully, our plasma hit. The plasma is strength 7. Let me just... I'm pretty sure. Let me just check that. I don't feel like moving the screen at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's strength 7. Some reason, oh, I'm looking at the wrong stinking roster. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. That's the power level rosters. No wonder. No wonder. Alright, here we go. Alright, plasma gun, strength 7, yep. AP -3, so that's good. Alright, so 7, toughness 8, he's gonna need 5s to wound with the plasma. Wait. Yeah, 5s to wound with the plasma and 6 to wound with the bolters. But I do want to check one more thing. I know that's what we need, but I just want to make sure that I'm remembering this correctly. Come on. Alright, where is... Alright, here we go. Alright, so if it's lower than the toughness, yep, 5, and then half or less, 6. Okay, yep, I got that right. Alright, so let's select all our dice here. Blues need 5s, greens need 6. Not a bad roll. Not a bad roll. Alright, so the Turvagon has... Where are you? Turvagon has a 3+ save, but the plasma at a minimum, because we're going to roll that first, takes off 3, so he needs 6s to save the plasma. Let me put that over here. We'll roll those separately here. He needs 6s to save that, and that son of a gun got 1. Can you believe it? I can. Alright, and then he gets 3s or better on these. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, so now the damage for plasma... Oh, it's only 1? Well, at least we didn't lose our plasma dude. Alright, so he's down 4 wounds. So that's good. That's going to make him a lot slower. So 1, 2, come on. Nope, hold on. 3, 4. So he's down to 3 wounds. And he is also can only move 4 inches. And his weapon skill is 5, ballistic skill of 6+ for him to hit. Outstanding. So I think it was relatively worth it in that regard. We are going to see if we can't just, I mean, these Marines right here are undoubtedly probably going to go down. So I don't see any reason why they should not just attempt to make a charge in. Place your vote in the chat, yes or no, for whoever's watching. Okay, units to fall back, not charge his turn. Okay, so he can't charge either. All right, we're gonna say yeah. All right, so they're gonna be able to make it. I mean, that's pretty, you know, self-explanatory here. I mean, they're gonna have the range. They're well within 12, so we know that they can do it. Come on, tabletop. Yep, they get it, obviously. So these guys are gonna move in. They get a full charge range of 7. So we're gonna make sure that they get that range. Hold on. So that's 4. And then 3. And what I'm doing, as you guys can see, is I'm trying to give them a little bit of survivability away from you know, those termagants. 4.4, so we need 2.6, or no, 3.6. Well, he doesn't really need to, so he's there. I don't know why you switched to the ruler. Okay. I know that I can move them the full distance as long as they're within half of the other one, but in the spirit of things, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think that's getting a little too nuanced with that. I can move this guy a little bit more. I think we'll be fine. Alright, so these guys are charged. They're going to attack first. They have one. Okay, one. He should have 2 attacks. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Alright. They need 3s to hit. Wow, that was horrible. Okay, they need 6s to wound. And that did not happen. So he is going to attack back. And I know some of you guys are probably like, oh man, why'd you do that? Well, I don't think they would have survived this anyway. And I was hoping for at least 1 wound more on the Tervagon. So, that's okay. So he gets... Actually, since he's down on his... he's down, so... Alright, we know he needs 5s to hit, but he's still going to get 4 attacks. Okay? So... Come on, give me that 4. So he needs 5s to hit. He has 2 hits. Okay. And then his strength is a 7. So he's going to need 7. Greater than toughness. Yeah, he'll need 3s or better to wound. So he's not going to wipe him out. He's got 1 wound. And according to his stats here, didn't he have a 1? Hold on, what were the last 5 rolls? We got a 2 and a 3 there, right? I think he had a 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this dice and roll it. I'm pretty sure he had a 1 at least. Well, now it's a 1 again. All right. So anyway, so AP -3. Space Marine needs a 6 to save. He does not get it. It's D6 damage, but he's only going to kill 1 Marine. So, because it's only 1 wound. So that Marine is going down, and the Marines are going to roll for their morale test. They make it, and they are stuck in combat with the Turbogon, which might give them a little bit of survivability. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, that Turbogon's going down. I'm telling you right now, it's going down. All right. So now we are in the Tyranids turn. We need to bring ourselves another squad of these guys. As you guys can see, this is getting really hectic. Alright, so we're going to roll 1d6 and find out where this next group comes. Number 5. They're coming from the rear. Back here. Okay? No problem. We can do that. Let's zoom out here real quick. Pick them up a little bit easier. I'm going to let them sit on the board there for a second. Come on, tabletop. I'm liking how this is working out. I mean, this is definitely becoming what I was hoping for in the narrative realm of the game. Hopefully these models are not going to fall over, and they did not, so that's good. And I'm going to leave them right there instead of messing with them any further. Outstanding. Space Marines are definitely, they're definitely in a pickle. I would say that for objective purposes, that, I mean, like for game winning, the Space Marines would have won at this point in a 6-turn battle, but that's not what we're here for. Okay. Alright, this squad right here, they're going to move their 8 inches. Should put them, yep, right there. Okay. This squad is going to move its 8 inches. Maybe not. This group over here is going to move 8 inches. Oops. And I'm being simple with this because obviously I could have moved guys around like that, but I don't need to with the amount of troops that I have. So I think as far as that's concerned. Alright. These Tyranids are going to, or these Hormagaunts are going to advance. 5 inches. Alright, it's going to take a little bit of maneuvering here, so bear with me. Because I want them to get close, but not too close. And my understanding of the rule is that it's up to your, you know, your advance. You don't have to take all of it. Make sure those guys are in good coherency. They are. Let's see here. All right. Now this whole unit here, we're gonna roll for them. This unit right here. 6 inches, nice. Whoops. There you go. And I'm also doing this so that way I can eliminate a lot of their shots, hopefully. And then this unit over here is also going to do it, move up and advance. This poor unit. Gosh, man, they've been hit with that twice now. But I kind of didn't want them all the way up there anyway. That's alright. We're doing alright. Okay. So, we have a choice to move the Turbogon out of combat. The problem is he won't be able to charge you your psychic power, so there's really no point in doing that. And I think we pretty much got these Marines surrounded. I think he's going to be able to kill them off at some point. So that being said, we're going to declare a charge. Ooh, you know what? Well, he's not with... Is he within 3 inches of anybody? I don't think so. Whoops. No, he's not there. Well, I mean, he is. I'm sorry. But I don't think that has any... I think it's just shooting. I think we discovered that before. Okay, so this squad here is going to attempt to charge the librarian. I mean, they should get it, obviously. Alright, 6 inches. Of course, they're going to make it. So we're just going to basically take these guys and bring them in as close as we can. We'll bring these guys around. We just have to be careful because we can't be in engagement range of that squad because we did not declare that charge, which I probably should have done. Again, still learning. That would have tied up those guys immensely. Okay, we'll bring this squad up. Actually, they get 6 inches, so... why is that? Why does it keep changing to the ruler? I think we moved about 0.1, so we back him up to 5.9. Let's get this dude over here. Let's get this guy over here. And again, if they're within a ½ inch of a model that's, you know, in engagement range or whatever, then they still get to fight. This librarian's gonna have one heck of a fight on his hands. That's for sure. Come on, tabletop. Why are you switching to a freaking ruler every time? That's about the best that we can do right now with such a large unit. Okay. 1 second here. I don't think these guys are within 12 inches. Sorry, I was looking at something. They're not, so that's all we've got as far as charges go. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and do the Turvagon first. I mean, it'll be, you know, should be easier than anything. He's going to get 4 dice, obviously. And he needs 5s to hit. Wow. Okay. He needs strength. His strength is 7, I believe. Strength 7, yeah, strength 7. So he needs 3s to wound. He's got 2 wounds. Space Marines need 6s. 6s to save. And I think somebody already has a wound. Alright, so that didn't happen. No, they don't. So 2 wounds. So 1 Marine down. Okay, the Marines are going to attack back with 3 attacks because of the Sergeant. Nice. 3 hits. They need 6s to wound. Whoops. That was not a roll. They have 1 wound, and the Turvagon has now, I don't know if this updated or not. We're going to check it out. See if his, yeah, it's not saying. So the Turvagon still has a 3+ save. Okay. So, hey, they got a wound on him. Look at that. Great job, guys. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the morale test for that fight. Space Marines. Ooh. 6 + 2 is 8. Space Marine Sergeant is an 8. Okay, so they're still good. That was close, man. That was really close. All right, Turvagon. I mean, it's not likely he's gonna fail anything. But we'll roll it anyway. Yeah, 3 + 2. Yeah, he's got a leadership of 9, so nothing happens to him. Alright, so they're stuck in combat. We've got all these Hormagaunts that are going to target this librarian. So let's just do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would say maybe 13. We'll just go with 13. 10, 12, 13. They're going to need, what do they need to hit? 4s? Yep, 4s to hit. Let's get rid of these. And they need 5s to wound. Wait, he's got a stronger toughness. I think they need 6s to wound. 1 second here. Because he's got that +1 to his toughness. I'm sorry, +2 to his toughness. Okay, so for Forge Master, his normal toughness, yeah, so he's got a toughness of 6 normally. I mean, of 4 normally, so he's got a toughness of 6. They are lower than his toughness. Actually, they're half or less. So yeah, they need 6s to wound him. They did not do it. Outstanding. This might not be too bad of a fight here. Okay. He's going to attack back, and he has... Come on, librarian. He has 4 attacks. And they're not going to get any saves on this. Don't think... Yeah, I don't have anything that does anything about those ones, but his weapon skill is a 2, so he's got at least that. So he's got 2 hits. Whoa, what the heck? His strength is +2, so that's 6 against a toughness 3. So he gets 1 wound, and there will not be a save for that because AP -3, I believe. So we'll just go ahead and take one of these dudes out up here. And I forgot that we had the ability to consolidate or pile in these guys up to 3 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I want to check that one more time because I really need to learn that. Alright. Pile in, yep, up to 3 inches. So all of these guys would have got another 3 inches. Come on, tabletop, what are you doing? That's why. I see why it's doing that now. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it keeps changing to the ruler, guys. Sorry. Okay. So, these guys lost 1, so they're the only ones that have to do a morale test. They pass it. Of course they did. But I mean, you know, in my mind they should have anyway. So, changing the music here, guys. Alright, so everything is done for the Tyrannid's turn. We are now in turn 7 for the Space Marines. We are going to have... Ooh, this is interesting, because these guys would not be able to target the Turvagon because he counts as a character, I believe. So I kind of need him to stay there. And he didn't fall back, so there's no reason for these guys to fall back because they can't shoot. Alright, got it. Okay, so these guys are going to stay where they're at. They're not going to move. These guys, I'm pretty sure you cannot shoot into combat. But I know that you can make... Models cannot attack with ranged weapons while their units within engagement range of any enemy models. Models also cannot target enemy units within engagement range of any other units for your army. Right. But what I can do is I can use this psychic attack, and I am going to have the librarian attempt to do his psychic attack on the Turvagon. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to roll for the first one because the Turvagon's obviously going to get a chance to deny that. Pray for rain. Boom, it goes off. So now we're going to see if the Turvagon denies it. He does not. Okay. Now for the second one, see if that goes off. It does. And I'm going to roll these 2 dice together for the D3 attacks of mortal wounds, and this should be the death, and it is. Oh yeah, we've killed the Tervagon. Boom! Tervagon is toast. Those Marines are saved. Way to go, Librarian. Way to go. If you're not cheering for that, I don't know what to tell you. That's, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate because I love Tyranids. That Tervagon's down, but he went in there and he did some work. Definitely got in there and gave the Librarian a run for his money. All right, we're now going to go into the shooting phase because these guys are freed up now. The only issue is they cannot shoot into these guys. I wonder. I don't know if they have line of sight to those models out there. It's possible, but I'm not sure. I'd say so. Okay, so these Space Marines have line of sight. I'd say if they can make it, they're definitely going to be pushing the limit. Yeah, they're going to both get 1 shot apiece, so that's okay. And luckily we happen to have 2 dice right here for the rolling. 3s are better to hit. They got them. 3s are better to wound. Come on, tabletop. Man, there's got to be a better way to do that. I mean, get this thing moving smoother. Oh, man, I can't believe they didn't wound him. Okay, well, I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Alright. Over here, we are going to have this squad here shoot at this squad. If I can make tabletop stop messing around with me, they are 15, so they're only going to get 2 shots apiece because again, they bolter discipline. They have not moved. I really like that bolter discipline. That's a good thing. I mean, it's risky, but I like it. So we've got 7 guys there for 14 shots, but 2 of those are going to be plasma. So we need 12 regular. We need 3s to hit. Okay. Alright, the plasma hit. And yes, of course, we're not supercharging because, I mean, it's not even a big deal. We're going to need 3s and 2s to wound. Alright. These are not the 2s we're looking for because they needed to be plasma for that. Come on, tabletop. What are you doing? Man, it's not a perfect setup here, guys. I apologize, but we're a lot better off than we were last night. That was just horrendous. Okay, so we already know that 2 are going to be down. I'm going to go ahead and remove them from over here. Okay. And then they need to save all of these. What the hell just happened? They need to save all of these with 6s. And 4 more are toast. Okay. So not a bad volley. What I want to do now is I want to see these guys over here did not move. They should be within range of 24 inches to provide some supporting fires. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there's 1. 2. 2 guys. That's all you got. Okay. Well, 2's better than nothing, right? So, we're going to throw those over to the side. Oh wait, I'm sorry, they get 4 shots. Dang it. Why didn't you guys say something? I'm kidding. Alright, because they didn't move. Alright, let's see here. Bring these over here. 3s to hit. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, well, it was a long shot anyway. It was right at the max range Anyway, so all right, so we're going into the charge phase. Well, we're not going to let this librarian go down alone. Okay, that's not going to happen. So these Space Marines right here, they're going to charge in and help out. And so we need 2 dice. Hold on. Of course they're going to make it. And like a boss, the sergeant is rushing in freaking for the Emperor, sword raised high, ready to smack a heretic, decapitate a Xenos, or whatever. And his trusty sidekick here, we'll call him Bob. Bob is right with him with all the fervor of the Emperor. We gotta turn them just because, you know. Meanwhile, this squad over here is also going to come in. That librarian did some work, and they are not about to let him go down. Not when they have a chance. So they are going to attempt to charge in. Whoa! 4 inches, that's not very far. However, it's far enough. Just gotta get in, get some hits. Come on, tabletop. What are you doing? Sorry, I gotta move that guy. Now they won't all get in there to fight. That's okay. One's better than none, right? Or a little is better than none. And we're still in coherency. That's the key. And we've got our separated units. Got to keep them separated, and so we can see what's going on. So the Space Marines are going to get to attack first. And let's go ahead and get this down. And we're going to go with this Sergeant and Bob. They're going to get 3 attacks. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and add everybody's up here. Except for, well, I can do the Librarian as well. So, what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 4. 4 more attacks. Keep it fair. And then 4 attacks from the Librarian with his... What the heck did you do there? With his power, or force axe. Okay. Alright. So the 1s have to go away. And the 2s have to go away. Okay. These all hit. Dang. Alright, the 1s are no good. This 2 is no good, and this 2 is no good. So we've got 3 wounds, 2 that are gone, and we're going to take this, drop it in the bucket, and the Hormigaunt did not save. So that's 3 that are gone total. So we're just going to take from the back here. Keep things easy. Alright. Hormigaunts are going to attack back. And, of course, now this is where I get a little bit confused. Because if we've got other guys in here, I'm assuming now that they're all engaged, they get to choose who they're going to fight against. But if it was me, and it is me, you know, now, I would attack this Librarian with everything I've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. So 24 attacks on the librarian. So hold on. Take that. Get this dice out of there. We'll grab these. They need 4s to hit. Okay. And they need 6s to wound because he's, you know, ultimate. Alright. They got 4 on him. He has a 2+ save. Pray for rain. Woo! Woo! They took him down 1 wound. They took him down 1 wound. That was a good move right there. Alright, librarian's still kicking. Alright, so that being said, the Hormagaunts lost 3. So let's roll a dice. See if they pass their leadership. 3 plus 3 is 6. Their leadership is what? A 5. No, they fail it, so they're gonna lose another one. And I'm gonna roll leadership for the librarian. I mean, he shouldn't fail it. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got 1, 2. Hold on. I gotta see how many we got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Hormagaunts, sorry, left. So all of these have to roll, and any ones, they also go away. So 5 more are gone. One. We'll just take from over here as soon as tabletop catches up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, nice. Okay. Now you may be saying to yourself, man, you got Hormagaunts coming all over you. That's okay. We're gonna be just fine. Alright. So now it is the Tyrannid's turn again. We are still in turn 7. We need to copy this. We'll paste it. We're going to roll a dice. 5. Another squad back here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy these guys. Put them back there. Man, that one fell like a wet turd out of a freaking toilet bowl. These guys are going to move up their 8 inches. Hopefully. Alright, you know what? We know that's where they're going to be. Let me... Yeah, we're not responding at the moment. We know they're going to be here. I'm going to go ahead and roll their dice just so I'm not having to deal with the... Okay, so they're going to get 4. So they're going to go 12. There we go. Just so I could get them clear of the drop pod. These guys are going to come in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and copy them again. And then we'll move these dudes onto the board. Okay, looking good. Alright. These cats right here, We're gonna move there 8 inches. Hold on. Make sure that I'm not cheating here. Oh! Somebody's down. Come on, tabletop. Quit screwing around. What the heck are you doing over here? We got somebody underneath there. So I'm going to just move him a little bit there. I'll move this guy over here a little bit. Well, that ain't going to work. Alright. Gonna move these guys over here. They're 8 inches. This is the group that keeps getting a 1-inch deal. Feel sorry for them. I don't know if we can make it before we hit that tank trap. Well, maybe. Tabletop simulator quit screwing around. Boom. Like a boss. Alright. So these guys right here, they're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and do their our advance roll. Another 2 inches. Woo! Well, now you know how the group behind you feels. This guy's up here just because he's trying to be cool. Let me see if I can flip that dude. And then I'll just bring him back here. Okay. Now, this group here, I'm going to roll for them. See if they get anything good. 5. Okay, right on. We'll just take from here. Actually, we'll take from here first, see how far we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Come on with the auto ruler crap. Jeez. That's 4. Get your 1 inch. Get your 1 inch. Get your 1 inch. You can't quite get in there, that's okay. I just got to make sure I know that these guys are separated. Alright. So they have run up. These guys have advanced, these have advanced, these have advanced. And now we are in the assault phase, or charge phase, sorry. I mean, fight phase, because they're already there. Alright. Everybody's going after that. Well, okay, I take that back. Alright. So, all of these are going to go after the librarian. These 3 right here are going to go after these 2 Marines here. Okay, so we can do this. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just do that real quick. Four's to hit. 5's a wound. No wounds. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's right, right? Strength 3? Yeah. Okay. So these Marines are safe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need 4 more. Alright. Need 4s to wound. Or I mean to hit, sorry. Now they need 5s to wound. One wound, and that's on the librarian. He needs a 2 or better save. Oh! Oh, they got him. Oh man, he's gone. He's gone. Holy smokes, he's gone. I can't believe it. Oh my god, I did not think that was gonna happen. I really did. I forgot he only had 1 wound too. Oh man. Wait a minute. No, that's right, because it's all one unit. Shoot. Man. Well, I'm trying to root for the Tyranids too. Holy smokes. Let me type this in. Jester's dead. And Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Dang. Okay, right on. Well, these Space Marines obviously are, would have piled in. Well, would they have piled in? I don't know. That's something I don't quite understand. Like, at what point they would have moved in. I don't think they would have moved in right now, but I'm not sure. Because, I mean, they already did that. When you select the unit to fight, it first okay, so yeah, they would pile in now. Alright. And they get up to 3 inches, so we can get everybody in here. Okay, I'm tracking now. I don't know how I missed that. Is that? Alright. For simplicity's sake, they're all in there. Okay. So, all the Space Marines are going to attack against them. We've got 2 sergeants over here. So that's 2 attacks piece. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks. Okay. You need a tabletop. So 11 attacks. And I need 3s to hit. Oops, wrong button. Alright. 3s to wound. So they need 6s, 6 saves, 6 to save. 1 saves, 3 are down. They're not going down without a fight, that's for sure. Okay, so delete. 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 Alright, so now morale test for the Hormagaunts. 2 plus, what did they lose? 4 is 6, so they failed it. So there goes another one. Not only that, I screwed up the coherency. Holy crap. Oh well. That's the way it goes. Well, now we've seen that test. Yeah, basically, if your units at the end of this don't have, if they're not in coherency, you continue to remove units until they're in coherency. I don't like that rule, but it is what it is. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. We gotta roll 7 dice here, and the 1s are more casualties. get that back over there. What's that? 5, 6, 7. Select all the dice. One more goes down. Well, I'll tell you what, that sucks because I really screwed that up. So we're going to have to kill these guys because there's no way for them to be in coherency. So now we're down to 4. So that's how that works. Yeah, I remember that actually. If you look at the morale phase, page 233, it says, remove models from units in your army that are not in unit coherency. So you've got to be careful about how you remove dudes. I totally friggin' just screwed that up. Alright, so we are now in, we should be in Space Marine's turn. Let's see here. I could have kept a little better track with these turn counters, but I mean, honestly, I think I've got more on this board than we need to be dealing with. Alright, we're at turn number 8. Space Marine turn. We are not moving. I can tell you that. Yeah, we're not moving. We have no psychic ability because we lost our librarian. These Space Marines are going to unload on this front squad here, and they have not moved this whole time. They are holding the defensive line. So they should be well within 12 inches, all of them. They are. That means everybody's going to get 4 shots apiece, including the plasma dude, which is going to be awesome. Where is he? He's right here. Special weapon. Alright, so that being said, we've got 7 guys here. Well, let's just say we've got 6 first. Okay, let me get rid of these dice here. We've got 6, so that's going to be 24. 24 bolter shots. And then we've got 4 plasma. Something did not appear here. There we go. Alright. Here we go. 3's the hit. Pray for rain. Okay, thankfully we didn't supercharge, so that's good. Alright, these all hit. And we need 3's to wound. Actually, I'm sorry, not with the plasma we don't. So let me get rid of... Hold on a second. Alright, so we've got 2 that are dead. We already know that, so I'm just going to get rid of this row. And then the Hormagaunts need to make all these saves on 6s. Woo! Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Hormagaunts are obliterated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. Let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. All these guys are gone. Excellent, excellent volley. Okay. There's nothing else that they can do at the moment. So we're going to go straight into over here in the charge phase. And we're going to do a little tactical maneuvering here because... Come on, tabletop. What are you doing? Maybe it didn't like the fact I deleted those. I don't know. It's crazy. It's something else I'm looking at. You know, how I can, you know, stop that stutter problem. Alright, anyway, these guys... No, not the Hormagaunt. Looking at the Space Marine. Alright, so he's going to consolidate up to 3 inches. Alright, doesn't seem to be... Oh, we got a serious problem here. Alright, let me hit escape here. dorked up here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Of course, it'd be right at, you know, right after something awesome just happened. Come on, what is going on here? This is ridiculous. There needs to be, I think another issue is there needs to be a way to turn off the autosave, to be honest with you. Because I think this thing is constantly trying to save in the background. Yeah, we're all jacked up now since we killed, I don't know, maybe Tabletop doesn't like that they just wiped out all those Hormagaunts. Oh boy, I tell you. It's interesting. Alright, well anyway, God, this thing is just doing whatever it wants to do. Yeah, we're stuttering all over the place. I wonder if it's this song. Could be. I'm gonna get rid of this picture-in-picture. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of at the mercy of this thing. We're getting somewhere. Come on. At least we can turn the music off now, so that's good. Man, I don't know what happened, guys. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to save where we're at and then come back in. So don't go anywhere. This is pretty crazy, gotta say. Yeah, I don't know if this is Steam doing this or what, because like the whole thing's jacked up. This is crazy. It's definitely not responding. All right. Well, that's a anticlimactic ending for this. But I think we've got a roll on what we're doing. I think we just need to play some more games. Obviously I have some questions that probably need to be answered, and of course I'm playing with armies that are, you know, for the most part relatively simple. I mean, obviously there's other weapon options and things like that. And once we get into command points and stratagems and things like that, I could see where, you know, things will be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to try to close this game completely real quick. Well, now, what are you doing now? Now you want to work? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think. Well, yeah, okay. maybe we can save it and try again then real quick. But yeah, there's obviously a lot more to this that I need to get involved in, and it's going to be about habit forming and muscle memory. Well, looks like we're making it somewhere. But until I get my boards done, you know, my models painted, things like that, you know, I'm where I'm at. So this is the best thing that I can do at the moment. I am enjoying it. It's definitely giving me options that I don't have. Like my Tyranid army is freaking massive. I mean, absolutely massive. That needs to be put together still. So if that tells you anything, I have another Tyranid army that I gave away to a family member. I'm not sure if they're bringing that back, you know, to give to me, but if they do, that one's fully painted. It's a lot of older models, so there's that. But all right, screw this. We're gonna close this up. Close the program. Don't care. All right. And then of course, you know, Steam's gonna take for stinking ever to do whatever stupid cloud update it wants to do. And that's something else, you know. I wonder if this game can be played offline from Steam. I don't know that it can, but if it can, that might be a huge part of it, because I do believe Steam's got a lot to do with this, trying to deal with it. And of course, you know, Total Warhammer 2 is now wanting to update. What the heck, man? So let me see here. I'm going to attempt to go offline and see if we can't start the game in offline mode. But anyway, I want to thank you guys. I don't want to keep you, you know, waiting. I think that was a pretty decent game as far as it went. Hell, it went 8 rounds, I believe. And, you know, 2 hours and 48 minutes, almost 3 hours. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And we're going to see you next time. Take care.